Tig Notaro's been our guest.
It's Notaro.
What do I say?
You said Notaro.
Because of Frank Nicotero. I admit that's why.
Okay, no, I appreciate that you admitted it.
Yeah, it's nice to at least you're not lying about why you do it.
Can you see this? Are you able to see that from behind?
Who is Frank Nicotero again?
Frank Nicotero is a game show host. Hosted Street Smarts. Remember that show, Street Smarts?
I don't.
Not really.
No? You don't remember Street Smarts? It was syndicated like 9 times a day, where he went on in the street and basically it was jaywalking, where he would ask people questions and then people in the studio would vote on whether they thought these people on the
How
street.
long did this last?
Probably 9 years. Dan, look that up. Street Smarts game show. Tell me how many years that lasted. I'm going to say 6.
Okay. Well, you said 9.
Yep. I downgraded.
Okay.
So this isn't your science philosophy thing. Don't get in my head on why I do things
All
or
right.
numbers and equations. Danny. 5 years. I've just been told 5 years.
Okay.
So my second guess was a little closer if you're doing that math.
Yeah.
And you should be.
Got to do the math. And the worst thing is, yesterday, the guys came to mow and, trim the hedges. I guess they're called gardeners.
Do you mean have a homosexual experience? They came to mow? That's what you call that? Yeah, let's mow out.
Yeah. You want to come over and mow?
Yeah, and when I say that, I get myself a bad bull haircut, and I poke the guy in the eyes the whole time I'm fucking him.
Nice.
That's how I mow out.
Yeah. It's quite a sight. That's quite a visual that you've painted.
Listen, it's difficult to do.
Well, I don't doubt it.
It's because you know what?
You got to go around.
Oh, you're going from behind. No, I put legs up. Legs up.
Oh, boy.
And then boom.
You've really thought it out.
Sure I have. And then, but what pisses me off, and this is a true statement, is when they do that.
Oh, man.
Because, I don't know, that's not getting me off anymore.
Ever do that in front of their butthole?
Yeah. Yeah, 9 out of 9 times. Nobody's excited about mowing out with me. I joined a 3rd league this year.
3rd league?
Joined a 3rd league. I got my usual American and national.
Yep.
And
you got Canadian?
A fella at work has a mixed league.
Oh.
He needed another guy. I said I'm in.
I know you pretty well. I thought you were against that.
Well, you know that. I don't care for I don't want to be in some mulatto league. You know that. That's wrong. I don't need some zebra squad.
I do not support these opinions, but I know that about you.
Well, you set me up.
I know, well,
you cannot set me up and then bail on
it. Because truth be told, I had to listen to it all morning. We were in a meeting, and you kept muttering racial epithets into my ear.
People seem to enjoy that kind of comedy because they know I don't mean it.
Yes.
And I don't mean it. Most of the time. We know I've got my problem with some blacks. I'll say it. I live in Baldwin Hills. BET had a television program.
I don't know what is your point that gives you free reign?
I welcome all walks of life is my point. I love everybody, with the exception of those that hurt others.
Oh, well, I can get behind that.
Yes, you goddamn right you can. But behind it, you mean you want to mow out? You put your hand up, I'm going to hit you in the head with a sledgehammer.
Once in a while, we'd take big, giant boars, like 600-700 pounds, 800-pound boars that some old farmer had been living in his field, hadn't seen them for years, and these fuckers, they're worthless except to make pepperoni for Pizza Hut. And I worked with the buyer, and sometimes I felt sorry for these fucking farmers. They come in there, pick up with an 800-pound boar in the back. They're old. They don't have any money. So I was like, okay, I'll give you fucking 10 cents a pound or whatever we'll give you. And so one time, one of these big boars, we got to put it on a scale. It has to be still for a beat, right? Mm-hmm. This fucker they had tusks, and it's just bashing around and fucking hair and everything. One of my coworkers got in front of it, and it got behind him and grabbed the back of his leg, and he bled out. He died right there. I mean, it just ripped the arteries out. There's big arteries back here, and his tusk just ripped it out. So...
Who knew this is where this was going to go? Hey, we got Tom Arnold. He's a fun guy.
So, yeah, but this
is why we brought him here.
So
we wanted to hear about the blood.
They take this guy. They take him off in an ambulance. They take him off in an ambulance. The fucking boar is still on the scale and is still fucking slamming around. I grab an iron bar. I come up behind the boar, and his balls are eye high. It's that big. Big fucking ball sack. And it's just bashing around like, fuck you guys, fuck you guys. I take this iron bar behind him and just crush his fucking balls. Because he killed my friend. You know, I mean, he got the bag just shriveled up, and he paused for a second. And I'm like, we got the weight. I mean, I don't want a guy to die in vain.
No, of course not. Right?
We're getting the fucking weight on this bitch.
Let's get the actual weight. There was like a parade on Ventura Boulevard getting here today. It was awful.
You love a parade.
You know, well, yes. You know what? I don't know what I'm bitching about. I'll tell you why I couldn't see those trombones. Guess how many trombones, Dan? Take a guess. 76, you jackin' fucking idiot. It's right in the title. 76 trombones led the big parade. I got excited when you said 17. I was like, oh, he's going to know the answer. Sad. Here he goes, Big Dan. Then 17 he closes it with. And then I called you some name that I could never replicate.
Jack and fucking
moron. What did I call you?
Something like that.
Anything like that. I had so much anger in me at that very moment. I was Dan. I apologize. I took it out on you, and I was really mad at the landscaping truck that was leading the charge on Ventura. And by charge, I mean the 1 mile an hour this cocksucker was willing to put his truck at going down Ventura Boulevard.
I'm a fan of the show.
Thank you.
Fan of yours, and I feel like we hashed out all of this on my
We
show.
did. We don't have to do it here. We'll get past
we
it.
can.
I'm doing it here for humor.
Okay, let's say this. When I came in here for your first show,
Yeah.
the classic zero nickel, I felt very much comfortable with you. I thought that we were, sparring a little, having some fun, and I didn't know. To my children's lives, I did not know that was not a spectacular episode until we talked about it. I think I said, why haven't we done each other's podcasts? So, where did the conversation come up where you told me that it was the worst episode in the history of your show?
I don't think I used those words till I was on your show.
Okay.
I think that's where I felt most comfortable because you could hide behind these.
Yes.
You could say things here that you may not. If I saw you at the Improv, hey, buddy.
Well, that's just it. You did a dozen times, and they were short exchanges.
I was
but
uncomfortable.
There was no mentioning of that it was the worst episode in the history of the show until you were actually on the air.
Yeah.
On my show, at which point you unleashed the beast.
Well, in a way, I may have sandbagged you, and I apologize for that. Now we're even. The show is good. Listen, good to have you back. You came on, and in your own words, you were in a mood.
I had a little bit of a mood.
And by the way, it's not sparring when the other three people are just in the corner hoping it stops. You should know that. How do you know Jason?
I know him through improvisation. I've taken some classes over at the Improv Olympic.
Now, when you go into a class like that, do you enjoy that?
I do it. I always enjoy the beginning, the first classes where there's no vibe of competition, and then the second class where it's like there's some definition of what funny is or what, and then it just starts to get real serious, and then I start to lose interest, and it takes, focus. Focus is when I start to fall off. What? Hey? Oh, still here.
I just wanted you to keep going. I like when you just ramble.
Actually, the blacks and the Jews have traditionally gotten along either really, really well or poorly. Because it's an immigrant thing.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But it's very, my sister said it's very hard for black people sometimes when she was as a teacher because it's different when you come from a different country and you can excel, and different than when your family's been here for generations and have been kept down for generations. So it's like there's so many different things that are cultural. How long were we all out for? And we'll be back with Wait, Don't Tell Me.
That's a fun program.
That is the worst. No, I'm sorry. No,
what
I can't.
Do you
I have
like?
To start to.
What do you like?
I like the Michael Feldman. What do you know? That show's good.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't Michael Feldman the guy that hosts Wait, Don't Tell Me?
No.
Who's that from?
Wait, Don't Tell Me is a show
Peter
where
Sagal.
And that's with Paula Poundstone.
Yeah, where they're like
Mo Rocca.
where they're all like.
Well, I think that's it happens in springtime because that's when the cheese comes out on the leaves.
I use cheese twice. All right. A lot of times my examples aren't good, but where I'm going with it emotionally is funny.
I don't disagree with that. It's all emotional with you. The content's never been what we enjoyed. Now, listen.
Pardon?
What? You may have
Seems
misunderstood.
like you slammed my material.
Nobody cares for you. Now.
Huh?
What? So, going down there, traffic was a little tight. About 3 cars ahead of me. I don't know what happened.
How many car lengths? 3 cars ahead, probably 6 car lengths?
No. That plays into this.
Okay, here we go.
He has to slam his brakes on. Everybody's able to control their vehicle, with the exception of the gentleman behind me, who slams into the back of my car.
With your mother in the back of the car.
Mother and son
Oh my goodness.
in the back seat.
Ooh.
And you and your brother in the front, right?
Nope, just me.
What was in the trunk?
Junk. So,
I'm assuming we're talking about your mom.
no, my mom's in the back seat. I got you.
Okay.
My mom actually, by the way, weighs 9 pounds.
Oh, okay.
My mother apparently has eaten soup for the past 30 years.
Really?
It's crazy how
So no
skinny
butt meat?
No. All right, that's enough. Wow. So
It's getting
this is getting
something.
This is getting.
It's getting.
Hey guys, this is getting.
It's getting kind of.
So I say right before we get hit, I say, oh no, I'm going to hit the guy in front of me because I thought that's what was
You
gonna
had
happen.
time to say that.
I go, I'm going to hit this guy. And then there's a hit. So my mom thought we hit the guy in front of me.
Oh, okay.
So the guy then, who hits me, takes off.
What? How dare he?
Takes off.
Chase him?
Not thinking of having a 5-year-old in the back seat, chase him in a high-speed pursuit through the streets of Los Angeles.